Hello and welcome or welcome back. Today's practice is yoga for digestion. And no props are really needed for this one, but I would recommend having two blocks and maybe a blanket or a large bath towel. We're going to get right into the practice and we're going to get started in a child's pose. Now, if you have that blanket or maybe a large bath towel, go ahead and roll it up so it's, I would say, maybe about 3 inches in thickness, but you can play around with that. We're going to set it right on top of the thighs and just kind of wedge it right on top of the thighs and sort of underneath the abdomen. So we want to have that little bit of compression here in our child's pose. Now you can have the arms extended out in front of you, or maybe just having the hands on top of each other and then resting your forehead on down. So totally up to you, but you want to feel that compression of the blanket or your towel underneath the abdomen there. Now feel free to wiggle around in the hips to get settled. Maybe taking a few deep breaths just to settle you in. And let your head drop, or rest your forehead on your mat or your hands. And start to take a deep breath in through the nose. And an exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Let's take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out, open mouth. And let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. And then go ahead and seal your lips. And take a deep inhale, really filling the belly and feel that support or from your prop right underneath the abdomen. And then take a long, slow exhale. Really lengthen out the exhale. See if you can soften maybe around the hips. Nice, deep, slow, steady breath. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to keep this child's pose position here. You might need to adjust maybe a little bit here, but we're just going to start to thread the left arm underneath the right arm, coming to this thread the needle child's pose version. Now it doesn't have to look anything specific, but just creating that little bit of stretch through the left shoulder blade. Not going too deep into the stretch, so maybe still keeping that left shoulder in a line with your left knee. The right arm can extend up to any amount. And we're still deep breathing here, so start to come right back to your breath. Invite in the deep belly breath. And then whenever you're ready, just start to slide that right hand down towards your shoulder. Push up into that right hand. Take an inhale, reach up to that left arm. And then exhale, set the left hand back down. And then just coming right back to your child's pose, nice and easy. Start to thread that right arm underneath the left. Finding your thread the needle child's pose variation. And again, just stretching that right arm towards the left as much as you would like, but not going to the end of your range of motion. Just enough to where you feel that sensation through the top of that right arm or perhaps into that right shoulder blade. Just feeling the shoulder blades separate here. Any variation with that left arm, maybe extended up, maybe just having the forearm rested, totally up to you. Take a few deep breaths. And then whenever you're ready, start to slide the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Push up into the hand. Start to take an inhale, reach up to that right arm. And then an exhale, set the right hand back down, and then go ahead and remove your blanket or towel off to the side. And then again, if you happen to have those blocks, go ahead and just leave them up towards the top of your mat there. We're going to make our way to a tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. So take a moment just to get familiar with being on hands and knees. So maybe sway a little bit side to side into the hips. You can have your toes tucked or untucked, totally up to you. Maybe start to add on a little bit of cat, cow. Start to just make circles with the pelvis there. Add the spine in with this movement. Again, nothing specific here. Maybe a little bit more sway side to side in the hips before finding some stillness. Whenever you're ready, let's take an inhale, tuck the toes, extend the spine, and an exhale, push into the hands, lift the hips and the knees, find your downward facing dog. So feel free here to pedal out the feet. So let's start to bend the left knee, straighten out the right leg, and then bend the right knee, straighten out the left leg. Maybe you look over opposite or underneath opposite arms, maybe. Just nice and slow. Any movement that feels useful here. And then whenever you're ready, let's find some stillness. Let's take an inhale, float the left leg up. And then exhale, step the left foot through the hands. Lower that right knee. Take an inhale, reach up through the arms. And exhale, bring the hands down towards the mat. Pick up that right knee. We're going to step the right foot forward to meet the left. Easy forward fold. Soften your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Make a flat back here. Lengthen the spine from tailbone to crown of the head. And then exhale to soften the knees and forward fold. Inhale, reach all the way up, extended mountain. And exhale, bend your knees, find a chair pose. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Exhale, soften the knees to forward fold. Inhale, plant the hands, step back to your plank position. Feel free to lower the knees here. Take an exhale to come all the way down. Inhale for your cobra pose, little back bend here. Exhale, release down towards the mat. Inhale, push up into the hands, tabletop. Tuck your toes. Take an exhale whenever you're ready. Come to a down dog. So nice down dog here. Take a few breaths there. Inhale, float the right leg up. And exhale, step the right foot through between the hands. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Now take a pause here, stretching those arms up. Letting the sides of the waist get nice and long, knit the front ribs in. See if you can pull the right hip back while left hip forward. Nice deep breath in. And then an exhale, release the hands down, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. We're stepping the left foot forward now to meet the right. Again, easy forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, extend a mountain. Exhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Now let's bring hands to heart center here. So take a moment just to feel the weight into your feet. Notice where you're distributing the weight into your feet. And if it's more into the soles of the feet, send the weight gently back into the heels a bit. Sink those hips down a little bit more there. Take an inhale here. And then an exhale, start to twist to the right. So left elbow to right knee perhaps. Find a little twist in your chair pose. Maybe gaze is down towards your mat. An inhale brings you back to center. Release the exhale. Take another inhale through the nose. And then an exhale, twist to the left. So maybe right elbow to left knee. Nice breath in. And then exhale to come back to center. Take an inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. And an exhale, soften the knees and forward fold. Inhale to plant the hands, step back to your plank position. Again, feel free to lower those knees. Take an exhale to come all the way down. Inhale for your back bend, your cobra pose. And exhale to release all the way down. Inhale, push up into the hands. Exhale, your child's pose. We'll be here just for a few breaths. Find an easy child's pose. Take a few deep breaths and just notice the ebb and flow of energy circulating throughout the body. And then the next time you take an inhale, just come up into tabletop. Make your way to a seat where you can have your legs extended long down your mat. Now, if you have the blanket or a bath towel, go ahead and sit right on the edge of your support there. Both legs are extended out in front. And I'm pointing my toes back towards my nose. So I'm flexing my feet here. Not nice tall spine. So I'm just having my arms rested in front. And then we're going to make our way to a caterpillar pose. So whenever you're ready, take an inhale, lengthen through the spine, and an exhale, walk your hands towards your feet. Start to round through the spine and just stopping to the point where you meet that connection through the back of the legs. You feel that sensation, that tugging. So we don't want to go too deep. Don't worry about folding completely over. I feel like that would be very uncomfortable. We want this stretch to be nice and passive and just allowing our body to invite us in to go deeper. But nice and slow with the breath. And then on your next inhale, just walking the hands back up towards your body. Go ahead and bend the right knee and hug the right knee in towards the chest and just sitting up nice and tall there. Find some length through the spine. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to cross that right ankle over the left leg. With your left arm, you're going to wrap it around the right knee. Bring the right hand behind you. Take an inhale to sit up nice and tall. And an exhale to find a twist looking over the right shoulder. Few breaths. On your next exhale, start to unwind from this. Release that right leg. Maybe give both legs a little shake there. Come back to that staff position here with both legs straight now. Toes are flexed, arms down by your side. Take that inhale, lengthen the spine. Go ahead and draw that left knee in towards the chest. Hug it in. And then whenever you're ready, cross the left ankle over the right leg. Now my right arm is going to wrap around my left knee here. Left hand behind you as a kickstand. I'm just up on my fingertips. Take an inhale to extend the spine. And an exhale, look over the left shoulder, twisting towards the left. And just making sure this is not into your full range of motion. So not twisting to your full range. Allowing yourself to deeply breathe here. Nice, smooth, deep breath. And then whenever you're ready, on your exhale, start to slowly unwind from this, extending the left leg long. Just give the legs a nice little shake here. And then our final pose, let's bring the soles of our feet together. I'm actually going to face you. Still stay on the edge of your blanket or your towel if you would like. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Knees can drape open to a butterfly position. If you have the blocks and you like to have your knees supported, maybe one block under each knee, start to wrap your hands around your feet. Inhale, extend the spine long. And exhale, just start to hinge forward. Maybe having the elbows on the thighs, on the inside of the thighs, to allow yourself to guide you on over into this fold. Let your head drop and be heavy.
And now let's take a deep breath in and really expand the belly. And then keeping the lips sealed, take a nice slow, long exhale, release it out. And we'll be here for a few more breaths. And you might be noticing maybe some sensations in the belly or some noises, some gurgling. It's a good sign that your body's shifting into your parasympathetic nervous state or nervous system, where we're in that rest and digest state. So you can really start to experience that relaxation, helping with digestion, releasing any extra tension or holding on to. Take another deep breath in there. And on your next inhale, start to just roll the spine on up, nice and slow. Let the head be the last thing that comes up. And then bring your hands behind you. Start to plant your feet wide. And then just windshield wiper the knees side to side. Nothing specific, just a little rinse side to side. And then to close out this practice, let's go ahead and make our way back to an easy seat. Just cross-legged any way will work. And so to close out this practice, feel free to bring your arms out by your side. Let's take a deep inhale. Lift the arms up overhead, palms together. Take an exhale. Release hands to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a great day. Namaste.